Good morning, everyone. So, in the last class, we have discussed the demand paging. Now, we are going to discuss how we are modifying our page. We are replacing our page because in demand paging, we have seen that if some pages are required and that page is not in the main memory, then you need to copy some pages from the secondary storage and you need to remove some frame some page from the main memory because you cannot use all the pages at a time. Your process may be having a bigger size with respect to your RAM. So we are directly going into that part. Yeah, whenever we want to replace a individual page in the RAM in the main memory, then we need to follow some steps. Those steps we are going to discuss now. Then we will look into the three different algorithms that will help us to remove the pages in the memory. First, find the location of the desired page on the disk. You need to check where that page is belonging in your secondary storage, which you want to use in the main memory. Then you need to find the free frame where you can copy that particular page in the memory. If there is a free frame, then you may use it. Free frame means if you are having a free space in the main memory, then directly you can copy your page from secondary to primary, then there will be no issue. But if there is no free frame, use a page replacement algorithm to select a victim frame. Okay, so you need to find a page, a place, you can say, where you want to keep your data in the memory. If that frame, which particular frame, whenever we are talking about page and frame, now it is almost same because the size of the page and frame is same. That's why we are continuously repeating the names, frame, page, everything is now same. So if we want to remove that particular frame because we want some new frame to be coming in the main memory, so we will check whether the previous page has been changed or its data is not changed. If its data is being changed by some other process, then first we need to write that page, we need to copy that page in the disk. Otherwise, you can directly replace that particular page. Bring the desired page into the newly free frame. Update the page and frame tables. So you need to update the page tables also after copying the contents. Continue the process by restarting the instruction that caused the trap. Okay, now you need to copy, you need to continue your process again and again. You need to again find the free frame, the available frame, whatever you require, but your number of frames will be fixed. This cannot be more than a particular limit. So if you want to involve a new frame here, this is your physical memory, this is your secondary memory, then uh, this page need to be removed from here to get a blank space if it is the last space. So if this particular victim is changed from its actual position, from its actual value, then you need to write this on the secondary storage, and then only you can copy your content from secondary to primary. This is the normal method what we are going to follow. Now page and frame replacement algorithms. Now there are three algorithms we are going to discuss. We are directly going to the problems, the algorithm itself. Now you need to understand which algorithm will be best. We are going to discuss three different algorithms. Whenever we need a new page and that particular content is not in the main memory, so you will call it as a page fault. You need a page and that page is not there in the main memory, is called as a page fault. So we will check the number of page faults in all the three different algorithms. That algorithm will be the good one, which will be having the lowest number of page faults. So your numerical will be of this type. You will be given a reference string or the reference page numbers. These are the reference page numbers. These are the, you can say, the page numbers 7, 0, 1, 2, 0, 3, 0. What are these page numbers? You are going to use these pages or you will need these pages in this order. You will use you are as you are running your process, you will require page number 7, then you will require page number 0, then you will require page number 1, then page number 2. So this is the order of page numbers which is going to be used in your system. This is the order. Okay, but all these pages you cannot maintain in the main memory at a time because your main memory size is limited. That you need to understand. This is the problem we are going to solve now. If we require this page number 7 and this page number 7 is not in the main memory, that means it's a page fault. If we require page number 0 and that page number 0 is not there in the main memory, so it's again a page fault. So we will try that whatever we are going to use, we should keep in the main memory. We will be minimizing the number of page faults. So first algorithm, so first algorithm we are going to see is first in first out algorithm. First in first out algorithm, first in first out page replacement algorithm. Now this is your reference string. You will be giving only this reference string and the number of frames that you can use. Here 3 frames are given in the problem, that you are having only 3 frames and your reference string is this one. So at a time you can maintain only 3 pages at a time. No more than 3 pages you can accommodate in the main memory. Okay, so you are having these number of pages in order. You are going to use these pages in this particular order, but you can have only 3 pages at a time in the main memory. This is your main memory. That's why frames are there. So we are having 3 frames. Initially, we are representing our frames like this. This is our main memory. We are representing our frames like this. We are only having 3 frames, and all 3 frames are empty. There is no data in any frame. So first you are going to use this 7. Okay, first you are going to use this 7. Are you having 7 here? No, because this is empty. Initially your frame is empty, your main memory is empty. So you can say this is a page fault. You require page number 7, but page number 7 is not there in the main memory. So it is a page fault. Okay. So you are going to place this 7 in the blank space because you don't require any replacement here. Okay. So first you are going to insert this 7 on the first position. You can directly insert because 3 frames are free. You can accommodate any page here. Then you require 0. Now you are having your frames as this. Are you having 0 here? No, we are not having any 0 here. But we need to have 0 because we are required to use 0. So again, it is a page fault. Can you accommodate 0 here? Yes, we are having 2 spaces. So we can accommodate 0. We are accommodating 0 here. Then 1. Are we having 1? No, we are not having 1. Again, a page fault. Can we accommodate this 1 in the frame? Yes, we are having a free space. So we are putting this 1 in the free frame. Then all 3 frames are now completely filled. Now you need this 2. Are we having any page fault here? We require 2. Do we have 2 in the memory? Yes, we are already having. No, sorry. We are not having 2 in the main memory. We are only having 701. We are having 701, but we require 2. 2 is not there. So here you need to replace a particular page. Now which page you are going to remove? Because you want to insert a new page, that is 2. So you need to remove a particular page. Which page you are going to remove? This algorithm name is first in first out. That means the page who is coming first in the main memory is going to be removed first. If you are comparing this 7, 0 and 1, which particular page you have inserted first? It is this 7. So 7 is going to be removed. Okay, 7 is going to be removed and you are going to insert this 2 in place of 7. Now next is 0. Your memory is 201. Are we having any page fault at this 0? We require 0. We are having 0 here. So this is not a page fault. 0 is already there. So you don't need to copy this 0 anywhere. 0 is already there. 0 is not having any page fault. Now next one is 3. Are we having 3? No, we are not having 3. So you need to insert this 3. Are we having any free space? No free space is there. So you need to remove 1. You need to remove any one of these three to insert that three. So which page you are going to remove? If you are comparing this 2, 0 and 1, which process has been entered first? If you are comparing these three, 2, 0 or 1, 0. 2, you have just inserted 1 before that, 0 in the first. So you need to remove this 0 and you are inserting that 3. Okay. So this is this process, how you are going to insert the pages in the main memory. If you are having already that page in the memory, then there is no need to have uh, using this algorithm. If you are not having that page in the memory, then you need to follow this algorithm, which is saying first in first out algorithm. The page you have inserted first is going to be removed first. If you are having any doubt in this, you may raise your hand. It will be a long question in your exams. So at the end, you need to count the total number of page faults in this numerical. How many page faults are there? So whenever page fault is there, you are creating, you are just rewriting all the memory contents. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 till here it will be 15. So you can say 15 page faults will be there in this case. Okay, here we are having 15 page faults. I'm just repeating one more thing here. In this point of time, here you have inserted this 3 by removing 0. You have removed 0 and you have inserted 3. Next value is 0. 0 you have just removed. You have one more page fault. Why? Because you just removed 0. What if we must have removed 1 or we may have removed 2? It should be good for us if we are removing that particular value which is not going to use in the near future. We just have removed 0 and next value we require is 0. Again, it's a page fault. If we remove this 1 instead of the 0, then it will be, it may be good for us in this situation. So you need to think about this also. So 15 page faults are there. It can vary by reference string considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can vary your reference string. Adding more frames can cause maze can cause more page faults. Now, in general, if I am asking that if we are increasing the number of frames, instead of 3 frames, if we are using let's say 5 frames, so number of page faults will be increased or number of page fault decreased. What can you think? We are increasing the number of frames. Number of page fault will increase or decrease? We can accommodate more number of pages in the RAM. If more number of pages will be there, So there might be a good probability that which page we require is already there in the RAM. So in general, it should be lesser number of page faults. If we are increasing the frame, then lesser number of page faults will be there in general. But here in this algorithm, first in, first out, FIFO algorithm, we may have such situation that adding more frames can cause more page faults. It is known as, this problem is known as Belady's anomaly. Okay, so you can use this string, and you can solve this same things using two different schemes. One is 3 frames, second one is 4 frames. If you are taking 3, then page faults will be lesser. If you are using 4, then you will increase your number of page faults. Now you need to check by your own. You need to solve that problem. So this is the graph for this Belady's anomaly. If you are increasing the number of frames, then the number of page fault should have decreased, but in some cases it may increase like this. Okay, number of frames you are increasing, number of frame page faults may decrease, but in some cases it may increase also. Now the next algorithm is optimal algorithm. I think we should be discussing this optimal in the next class, because if we are discussing too much, then it will be hectic for you all. Now if you are having any doubt, any difficulty in the FIFO algorithm, you may raise your hand or you may directly ask.